I ain't responding, bro. It had to be literally like 3 minutes. He ended up calling me. And he was like, straight to the point, hey, man, send me a verse. Send me a verse on that song, because I know if I get on it, I'm going to push that record to a whole nother level. And I'm like, all right, man, god damn. I don't want to send it to him. And it was like, I'm finna send you my email. You better send me my shit. We was on that call for maybe less than 60 seconds. And then he sent me his email, and I was like, oh, man, I don't want this nigga on that song. And I said, I got you. I'm going to send it to you in the morning, cuz. Line. Because I ain't want him on the song. I don't know why they tell him, man, because I can't have you on the song, bro. And then, so on May the 11th, the next day, he was like, send it, fool. I was like, I'm waiting on Dirk to bring my computer. And he was like, her slow ass. Man, the whole time Dirk ain't had my computer. I'm like, man, Dirk, I'm finna shoot Kevion some shit. Because this nigga gonna cuss me out and he gonna be mad at me. I don't want my cousin mad. I don't want to tell him no. You know, because I never told this nigga no. He never told me no. And then I was going through some shit. So he never got the song. And I was going through some mental shit around that time, man. In a toxic ass fucking relationship. You know, like. And my cousin, he used to always see me when I be out in public. And he'll be like, man, bro, you don't look like yourself. He used to always tell me, bro, you better get right. You better get right, man. And I used to be on my depressed shit. I went live on Facebook. Damn near about to blow my brains out on some humble, like suicidal. Just, I was there. I was so damn depressed. And he messaged me. And he was like, you need something? And I was like, I'll be alright, cuz. And he was like, nah, tell me. And then I ain't never messaged him back. And then June 7th, I was like, I'ma still get that song to you, cuz. He was like, bet. And that was in June. And the only reason why I said that in June, because a month had passed by. The record was doing very, very, very good, very good. But I just felt like it needed some street spice to it, you know. I had the internet with it, but I wanted to push it in the streets a little bit more. And I felt like, shit, we want to put it in the streets. Let's get a real street nigga on this shit. It's only right to put Kevion on it, so we was going to go ahead and remix it and put it, you know, put him on the song. But I never got around to it. It was just so much shit going on in my life. So months went by. Then the accident happened. And then he hit me up. He was like, hold your head high, baby. You know, because he know that was my baby. Because it's been plenty of times where I have came to get a haircut in the Glens and she was with me. And he seen her. So it was like he knew how heartfelt I was about this baby. And I mean, this was on October 10th, the day of. I wasn't talking to nobody. He even hit me up that same day, a little bit, you know, later than that. Like, I don't care if you don't respond, but I'm telling you, I love you, cousin. And I was like, cuz, my baby gone, man, I'm so hurt. He was like, I know, man, that shit sad as fuck, cuz, just take it slow. And I said, I can't take it, man. He was like, what was wrong with Ro? I said, I don't know, man. I was at work. He was like, how's she doing? I ain't even respond back to that because at that time, man, was fuck Ro. It's still fuck Ro because you killed my fucking baby along with 3 other mothers, 3 daughters. That's somebody's aunt, uncle, mama, best friend, girlfriend, sister, you know, along with Riley. So I didn't give a fuck about how Ro was doing. Everybody else was dead. So I didn't even respond back to Yonn. But cuz knew I was toe up. And then he hit me up again on the 13th. I think this is when I actually dropped the video of me and Riley. And he was like, damn, you made me shed tears, cuz. Keep your head up. And I was like, I'm dying, cuz. For real, that was my baby. He said, I wish I can do something, cuz. And I was like, I ain't never felt no shit like this. And that was October 13th. So I got up out my rut around November. Well, I want to say around Halloween, because we actually went viral for a couple of things we was doing for Halloween. We did like 3 costume changes. We had shows. So I was like, I'm getting up out this rut. So come around this time, I'm like, man, I'm about to turn up. I'm about to get back on my music. I'm about to get heavy on my comedy. Everything finna go up. Like, this finna be for Riley. So I'm like, shit, let's get back to these skits. And now since Yonn had reached out to me, you know, I might as well hit up cuz and see if he trying to do something. So I hit him up. I was like, yo. And he was like, what you needed? He was like, I'll hit you up when I get all the way up. I said, okay. And bro ain't never called me back. Well, he never hit me back. So I hit him up maybe 2 days later, and I was like, hey, I need you for a skit. And he was like, when? And that was on the 9th also. And I never even responded back, I think because I had ended up doing some other shit, you know, probably was mixing, working, doing what I normally do. And then so, man, on November 22nd, I got a message that says, man, where you at? Now, if y'all know November 22nd, that's very significant because the 23rd is the day that he died. So, November 22nd at 6:09, he messaged me, man, where you at? I seen the message, but I don't remember what I was doing, but I ain't even opened it. But I did get a FaceTime call from Lil Sleep. And so Lil Sleep hit me up, but it was him on the phone. It was Yonn. And he was like, oh, you picking up the phone for this nigga? Man, you bullshit. He was like, man, come on to the studio. And I'm like, all right, cuz, I'm going to come. I really didn't want to go. Only reason why I didn't want to go is like, because I don't know. I think I was just having a moment maybe. I don't remember exactly why I didn't want to go at the time. It was just a long day. I think me and Dirk had did a few videos. So I'm just chilling right now. And something was like, man, no, man, go ahead and go to the studio. And so maybe within the next 45 minutes, because I was there about 7 o'clock. I was there about 7 a.m. I had, 7 p.m. I had went. And when I went in there, he was like, man, what the fuck you and Sleep got going on? Because Sleep was playing a song that I had recorded the night before. Not to mention, Sleep was just not getting his little studio back, writing the projects. And I was just there to be a test dummy, just to get the equipment working. So I had recorded a song called Boy. And it was a lot of people in the studio around this time. To be real with you, I only knew a handful. I knew Sleep, I knew Harry, I knew Yonn, and then of course it was Dirk with me, and Vocal. I knew of him from just being around the mix with the boys for a minute. So I didn't really know everybody else. I know their faces. I knew Sleep's brother a little bit, but not really too much, like, cause these not the neighborhood friends that I established. But Yonn, he used to be in everybody's hood. You know, this man had so many friends. It was crazy. And I mean, I don't fault cuz for having so many friends, because he was a lovely person, and who wouldn't want to be your friend? So he was just, you know, mixing with a lot of people at the time, and they playing my song, and then they started playing a little beat they was working on, and they was in there like struggling, struggling trying to figure out what song they want to do. And so I'm like, I be picking at Sleep all the time. Sleep got this record that he recorded back in the day called Whoop De Bam. And Whoop De Bam went hard, and it still do go hard, but it was supposed to be a big old record. This record supposed to be the biggest record come out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. It had the potential to do so, but it never met its highest, you know, level. So I always pick at Sleep, but it also be giving him his flowers, because the song is so memorable. Still up at 2021, I was still singing it. So the beat was playing, and here I go teasing Sleep. I said, hey, y'all, I got a hook for y'all. And they're like, all right. And I was like, I'm going to whoop that Bama her, put her on the camera. Damn. Oh, my God. I'm going to whoop that Bama her, put her on the camera. Y'all like, oh, hell no. Go in the booth and record that shit. This a motherfucking hit. And everybody going crazy and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm being funny. I ain't really trying to make this song. And the boys like, no, man, go in that bitch. So I'm up here like, okay, well, I'm gonna just say the same thing I said in the booth. I'm not gonna remix it or nothing. I don't want y'all to add shit to it. Motherfuckers in the background singing, I'm gonna whoop dip. No, we're not finna do none of that. We gonna keep this shit raw, because this is what Yonn heard, and this is what Yonn wants. So we finna go straight forward. So I go in that bit, I recorded the hook, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't want no verse. I'm like, Yonn, you go in that bitch and you kill the verse. And the second verse, it's only right we give it to Mr. Whoopty Bama Rammer her. We're gonna give it to Sleep. So Sleep had the second verse, Yonn going there, And I'm like, I ain't never heard. I heard this nigga rap before, but I thought he was playing. And he was telling me, cuz I got plenty of shit on the way. I got a whole mixtape I'm about to drop. Like, I'm really doing this rap shit. I'm about to leave all this other shit alone and put my bread into this shit and goddamn take off this rap shit because I'm tired of this street shit. Alright, whatever, bro. I ain't heard your music. Last time I heard your rapper was Trapping in the Kitchen. So I didn't even know if cuz was serious. But when he went in the booth, no lie, he was in there less than 15 minutes. He freestyled that verse. And when he came out the booth, when I say all of us was tripping, we was tripping. We was like, ain't no way you ate that verse like that. And me and Sleep looking at each other like, bro, we got us one. Yonn looked at us, he was like, man, we got us one. And Sleep was trying to sell this Blue Bel Air. He was like, nah, fuck that. We finna pop this bottle because we finna celebrate. We popped the bottle. We would celebrate. We played that song 1,000,000 times. We played it back to back. And I'm like, all right, y'all. We got to figure out what we're going to do with this record. So the first thing I say, man, let's go ahead and buy the beat. So y'all had cashed out me $20. Sleep gave me $20. I think Harry gave me maybe $11. And I just paid the rest. The beat was $100 exclusive rights. So I hit the producer up on Instagram. I told him what beat I wanted. He gave it to me, shot the message, and shoot, we had the official beat by now. So now Kevion like, man, this is the song I'm about to really start pushing. Bro, we finna push this. We finna drop a video, and we already discussing video plans. Like, shit, bro, let's do a video. Goddamn, 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now. Wait till the sun come out, whatever. Let me, get right. We're gonna be jazzy. Y'all like, man, I'm finna blow a bag on this video. We gonna get the best videographer that's in the Carolinas. Whoever it is, be I don't care. Tell me the price and we getting it. I'm like, bet. So we up here planning this shit. And I'm like, man, we should go ahead and just work on something else. Sleep, pull up another beat. Shit, I went in the booth and dropped my damn verse. And like, shit, bro, we just cooking tonight, man. This had to be around like 11, 12 o'clock. And in the mix of everything, of course, me and Sleep and Yonn, we working, people leaving in and out. I remember one time when Yonn was on some shit like, I ain't even want to go outside tonight. I was thinking about going and get some pussy, bro. I'm about to sit up here with y'all and we finna make some music. Hell, that nigga even told me to go to Quick Trip to get him a pickle and some it was actually my sunflower seeds, but him and Dirk ate all my motherfucking sunflower seeds that night. But I actually ran an errand for him, went to Quick Trip, because bro just ain't want to leave. He was like, he was set in there. Like, it was crazy. And don't get me wrong, throughout the time we was recording, we had a lot of downtime too. And we were just discussing like the shit was going on. He wanted to know my mental was at with Riley. I told him, I gave him the full truth. Because at this time, I'm just letting social media feel the way they feel, whatever speculations they got. They could just say what they say. But I told Kevion the truth. Like, man, what you hearing, bro, that shit ain't true. This is what's really going on. And bro, like, damn, cuz, you feel me? We was even talking about Dolph, because Dolph had just got killed. And we was talking about that situation. I said, man, don't let these motherfuckers trick you out. Your position. We talking about that shit that night. And he like, hell no, I ain't gonna let a motherfucker do me like that, B. Hell, that's why we finna turn up with this music shit. I ain't even finna be in this shit no more. I'm like, all right, bro. I said, why you bullshitting? I need to be your damn manager. He like, what? Nigga, duh, nigga. You finna be my damn manager. Matter of fact, nigga, you is my manager. I was like, bro, we ain't got no contract. That nigga gave me his hand and we shook on that. We shook on me becoming his manager that night. And so, fast forward, I'm in the booth, I rap. I'm getting tired. Because I've been in this bitch since sale. So we was in that bitch all day. And I left. But before I left, it was Yonn and Vocal and sleeping there. And Yonn was laid out on the couch because he was drinking and shit, but he wasn't drunk. We was celebrating somebody's birthday that was in there earlier. They had liquor. I don't remember the person's name, but it was somebody's birthday. And Yonn had got the man drunk, and we was still just having bottles around. You know how studio vibes is. He just laid out on the couch, like, just chilling, though. And I'm like, man, I'm tired, bro. He like, man, go ahead, get you some rest, cuz. He like, I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you bring your ass back. I'm like, nigga, I'm coming back. And I was like, stay dangerous. He was like, for sure. So I love you. He's like, I love you too, cuz. I dapped him up, dapped sleep up, and I headed the fuck out. I left and I went home. Cause at the time I was staying back at my mama's house after the car accident with my baby. I couldn't go back to my apartment. So I was on Crawford Road, which was not even 5 minutes away from Flint Hill. So I get in the house, take a shower, and not too long after that, I got a call from sleep. And I already had PTSD just from a lot of shit happening to me. And I know phone calls late at night is like a red flag to me, like something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I picked up the phone. Well, no, I had a missed call. I called him back. And he was like, hey, man, have you talked to Yonn? I'm like, huh? What you mean? Have I talked to Yonn, nigga? No, I ain't talked to Yonn. I just made it to the house. I'm just got in the shower. Hey, last time I seen him, he was with you. He was like, no, when him and Vocal left, somebody was shooting. And I'm like, huh? I said, well, what the fuck? I said, you can try to call him? Did you go outside? He was like, no, be my mama in here. I'm like, well, call him. He was like, I didn't call him so many times. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have his new number. I've been talking to him on Facebook. When he hit me up, I hit him up on Facebook. And bro was like, I've been calling his Facebook. It showed that he active, but I don't know. I was like, well, maybe, bro just ain't picking up the fucking phone. Maybe he didn't want to got some coochie or whatever. I'm up here thinking, not the worst. I'm trying not to have my mind on that. And he was like, be the gunshot sound close to my door. I was like close to your door? He was like real close to my door. Like I literally can feel it. Like I'm like, man, ain't no fucking way, bro. I said, you got to go outside, bro. I'm scared, B. I'm scared. I'm like, I understand you scared, but if so happen my cousin out there, then shit, you gotta go outside, bro. But bro was trying to take care of his mom. Cause I mean that shit it can be very terrifying if you hearing shots outside the door and don't even know what the hell going on. So your automatic instincts is just to take cover. And that's what he was doing. But by this time, I'm like, man, fuck all this. I got up. When I put on my clothes, I woke Dirk up. Dirk actually went to sleep. And I'm like, bruh, we gotta fucking go. My mama was getting up for work. And she was like, what's going on? Like, what you doing? Like, I'm panicking. I'm calling Sleep back, and Sleep was like, bruh, he not picking up. And I'm like, man, just go outside. So I'm on the phone with Sleep as he go outside, and he just started screaming. He was like, B, he gone. I was like, huh? He was like, that's him. That's him. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Ain't no fucking way. Only thing I remember was just hanging up the phone with Sleep when he said he gone. I just hung up the fucking phone, and me and Dirk, we just automatically, we sped back to Flint Hill. By the time we get to Flint Hill, we meet in like damn near the fire department and the police department. They putting the tape around the fucking apartments like they literally is fresh tape. They pulling it. So we pulling up around the same time they get there. They walking off the crime scene, and we so close to bro that I can already tell who it is. He had on that Charlotte turquoise outfit that he just had on not too long before I left here. And I called Sleep, and I'm like, bruh, I'm screaming at this time. Because I'm like, what the fuck happened to my cousin? And we were able to get over to Sleep's place through the back door of his mom's house or whatever. And we sat on the porch. And we just sat there and we watched him face down on the pavement, bro. It was like some of the most horrific shit that I done seen in my life. Only because outside of this nigga making a song with me tonight, and we had a hit song, and me vibing with my cousin and doing business with my cousin for the first time ever in our adulthood, he is gone now. But worse than that, he's my close cousin. This not like one of the homeboys. This somebody that's my cousin, all the way back to granny house. I gotta call my people to tell them what the fuck just happened. On top of me already dealing with the mental shit that I just dealt with, losing my child on the 10th of October. Now it's November 23rd. That's a month and 13 days. I ain't had a month and 3 days. I ain't had time to even process anything that I was already dealing with. But now I'm sitting on the porch in the projects, looking at my cousin's lifeless body, trying to put the words together on calling my people. So I didn't have Dooley's number, but it wouldn't have been hard to get a number. But I didn't want to be the one to break no news to a mother telling her mother that her son is gone. So I didn't call his brother. I ended up calling his brother's girlfriend, and she knew something was wrong for her to even pick up. It was late over in the night, and I told her to tell Buck because I didn't know how to tell Buck. And Buck had to call his mom, and they got there. Buck came, and his mom was there, and hearing that cry, I still hear that cry to this day. Regardless of how you niggas live y'all motherfucking life, regardless of how much y'all might hate a nigga or envy a nigga, regardless, I wouldn't want to hear your mama scream the way Dooley screamed that night. When you see your son's lifeless body laying on the fucking pavement, and y'all niggas out here taking fucking father from his kids, a fucking son from his mother, his father, his grandparents, his aunties, his uncles, his friends, the people he intimate with. That man meant everything to a lot of people. Everything to a lot of people. Looking at my cousin dead like that, it killed a piece of me that I can never get back. I done seen some sick ass shit in my life. I've seen some life changing shit, but I ain't never seen nothing like that. I've seen a girl killed, but by the time we made it to up the road where she was shot at, they was putting a damn sheet over her. I seen the blood coming from her. I don't want to say the location it was at, but I seen it, but it was from afar. That I couldn't get that vision out of my head when that happened to me. But actually sitting on the porch in Flint Hill looking at my cousin, hearing his mama crying, his little brother right here beside me, and I had just left, that eats me the fuck up. To the point where I was damn near wishing that was me. Wishing that I had just walked out with him. Because how can I go on and deal with my life knowingly that I was saved? Only if I would have stayed and thugged it until he did his verse, maybe that would have been me. Maybe I could have seen Riley. My mind was going all type of places, man. And I can't get that vision out. I can't remove that vision because he ain't deserved it. I honestly don't believe no nigga deserve to get shot by another fucking man. If it ain't God's calling, you don't make that call. You don't make that call to kill some fucking body. I don't give a fuck how hard or how mean or angry you are. You got a mental disorder. You need fucking help. You need help if you feel like you are the person that can determine a person's lifespan. You need fucking help. The only time you kill a motherfucker is if they putting your life in danger or they goddamn fucking with your kid. But that nigga was just leaving the studio, going to wherever his next location was. He wasn't bothering nobody. That man ain't deserved that and wasn't expecting it. And my boy had it on him because he was always going to stay dangerous. So they had to get him while he was walking away from the scene. My cousin ain't look his kill in the fucking eye. Nigga backdoored my cousin. And I had to do this episode this way. Because this is another one of my family members gone to stupid ass homicide. Versus having a conversation with a man. versus getting your fucking money and staying out the damn way. Don't be worried about the next man. Cause that nigga was about to be focused on something way totally different than what the fuck these niggas was already still in and probably was gonna be in for the rest of their goddamn life. The streets, we had a way out. That's why I'm still going. I'm still going and still gonna keep pushing the last song that me and Yonn and Sleep made, because that's what the fuck Yonn was on. The moments before he died, his life had already changed in his fucking head. The moment y'all took my cousin, he wasn't even the same Kevion he was 2 days before, nigga, or 24 hours before. That man, he had a whole nother mind state when he was walking out that door. He knew he had the street cred, he knew he had the bread, he knew he had the look, and he knew he had the damn story to become this artist that he was about to become. And y'all robbed him for that. Y'all robbed him from that. Straight robbed him. And I ain't here to do no speculations, and I ain't on no police shit. But I'ma say this one thing, man. You better be careful. Better be careful who the fuck you call your people. You better be careful of the motherfucking people that you swear you trust, or you just be careful. Be careful, man. Motherfuckers will snake you out. And my cousin was like that. And you had to get him from behind, because y'all know he was going to blow. Because you ain't going to take him out the way where you can look your man in the eye. Because it would have been you, not him. And I promise you this. That nigga so proud of me. He proud of me for even still going. Because this is the same nigga that used to check on my mental. Knowing I was fucked up. So by I'm still going, I'm doing this shit right here, making episodes about music and local artists and all this shit, bro. I'm doing something way better than what the fuck y'all would even imagine. And I'm strong. And I'm telling stories. Yeah, I might have cried a few times in this, because this shit is real. This shit real. I ain't mean for this to be an hour. To be real, we can sit here and talk all damn day. Cause Kevion got a story, and I'm only just telling my side. My vision, the way that I seen Kevion in my eyes. Imagine all the other 1,000 people that love this man. Everybody got their own personal story with this man, because he was really like that. He was the heart of the city. He was the heart of Rock Hill. Can't nobody ever take that position or take that away from him. Everybody knew Kevion, Boss Yonn, Lil Yeezy Yonn. Whatever you want to call him, you knew him. And if you ain't know him personally, you heard of him. And if you ain't heard of him, you here now, bitch. Long live my motherfucking cousin, bruh. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified anytime I drop another video, man. But we out.
Alright, let's go.
You good, man?
got cuz in the booth.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I like that. Man, that shit. I like that shit. I like that shit.
I already know. You can vibe out.
I gotta figure out what, because in the end, when B said it, hey, I'm like, hey. Let's go see. Let's go.
Alright, bet it up.
Come at the door one time.
The whole vibe fuck you up in there.
Goddamn, dirt.
Oh yeah, that's my son.
That's JJ.
Yes, and just a junior.
Yeah,
That's JJ.
Now.
Junior.
Junior.
Yeah,
No,
junior.
if you sleep, that's now.
That's
Sleeping now.
that's nap. If you're asleep, then that's nap.
Yeah, you don't like that shit, man. It's a whole vibe in that motherfucker. Listen, bro.
I'm just cruising down, alright, and I'm feeling alright. What? And I'm feeling alright.